like, comment, subscribe, and so it is me, the Invertebrarian. Today we are joined by a man some may say is a bit of a geek. Some say that he could explode your mind with the power of suggestion. He claims he may well be the Son of God. We are of course joined today by none other than the amazing Nerd Room.
Oh, it's recording. It's recording. It's actually working.
It is recording. And I am, of course, the Invertebrarian, and this is, of course,
the Nerd Room. That's yeah.
We are joined today by the celebratory fist bumps. Okay, so we're just going to get in about the questions. I can see you. See you.
Everything's on a tiny screen, so I'm sort of just
teeing.
Fine,
yeah.
Brilliant.
Okay, so your channel is roughly about a year old, and you've smashed about 1,000 subscribers. So to save me having to waffle on, could you, in your own words, briefly describe your channel? Just give us a synopsis of what it's all about. What kind of thing you keep?
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, for everyone that hasn't seen it, I guess it tended to focus mainly on praying mantids, tarantulas, and other inverts and such to start. But then sort of it's now steering towards a few other things, sort of tree frogs and other exotics. It hasn't really been going. I haven't done many videos recently. I will get back on them, but it was due to sort of work issues. So they will be coming back. I will be making videos. I won't be like, oh yeah. I mean, every video I'm like, I'll definitely be making more videos now, and then it's like 4 months later.
Life just something.
Videos have been update videos on
Awesome. I'm looking forward to it. It's one of the channels I certainly really enjoy watching, and I do miss you, John. Please come back. Baby, come back. What inspired the channel name is the Nerd Room, followed by 5 exclamation marks, no less. Not 4 nor 6, but 5.
I mean,
what inspired?
It has specifically 5, because 5, that's all I got on that. But the reason it was Nerd Room is because originally it wasn't going to be for praying mantids or anything like that. It was going to be all sort of gaming and painting Warhammer and basically anything nerdy you could think of. And then I was like, oh man, I've got a few tarantulas. I might just film those. And then it digressed into a horrible mess, and this is what it is now.
So you went in with one idea and then went, sod that.
Completely. I mean, I don't think I made one video on the other stuff. But
and then you just went, pets.
There's really like bad guitar tutorials and all that sort of rubbish. But yeah, that all went down the drain.
All right, so obviously that in some ways leads us on to our next question in a bizarre kind of way.
Right.
When you're creating a video, producing content and all that kind of malarkey, do you go in with an idea? Do you have something in mind? Like, today I'm going to film, I'm going to paint some Warhammer and then end up filming Mantids, or do you just make it up as you go along?
The bulk of them have been sort of the bulk of them that I filmed, I go specifically trying to film something. And I've got so many videos where I've tried to film something, it's just gone terribly wrong, and I've just thrown the clip away. I'd say I use probably about 30% of the videos that I film. Most of them I'm just like, this is a load of crap, just throw it straight out. There's so many videos where I'm like, I'm going to feed this, it'll be amazing, and then every day it wants to eat, and then the one day you try and film it, it's like, no, not today.
Yeah. Obviously, the whole Fatal Fangs. I am going to point out the questions you're being given were written before the Fatal Fangs competition started, so there's no mention of Fatal Fangs at all in this entire video, other than right now. But that's irrelevant.
Right.
So, you were talking about feeding.
So now you brought it up, are you going to bring some relevance to it, or just sort of
that's
that?
it.
Fine, brilliant. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about it? You got anything to say about it? I don't.
I gotta say, I'm one of the terrible people that's still not sent Sam the clip. I'm the reason he's staying at night.
You're on the naughty step. I've just read, but as great a researcher as I am, I perhaps should have reread the questions prior to coming on to film, because my next question is, we're both going to be at the Southern Invert show on the 18th of November, which is now historically past. Is there anything particular you were after when you attended this show that's now been and gone?
Yeah, I got that electric blue. So
Uh-huh.
I've got an electric blue Earth Tiger and Chillibrachys. I've got a video filmed for that, and I haven't released it. Maybe one day, if you're lucky, I will.
I heard you managed to track that down. I believe somebody lent you a little bit of help tracking it.
Oh, that was like literally. I think if you hadn't have spotted that, because the other one went straight away as well, that would have been the end of days. I think I would have been depressed for the rest of my life. I've been looking for an adult female for so long, and then when that was there, it was just like, I must have it. I mean, like,
do you have a male to go with? Is there a male to go with it then, or is there a breeding plant?
I've got a couple of slings which I've had for quite some time, but they're the sort of tarantulas that I've had and fed, but they're just so slow to grow. They're sort of getting to that stage where, I don't know, they get to a certain stage and it's almost like they explode in size, but just taking forever. So to actually be able to get an adult female was, that's cool.
Spot on. Doing in my swamp.
That's terrible Scottish accent. I feel like a right racist there.
That's all right. I'm Scottish, so you can take the proverbial mick out of me. In your opinion, John, yes. In your opinion, what would you say has been the hardest or the most challenging species you've ever kept? Myself.
Hardest and challenging species. I think, in terms of, I haven't had any sort of major fails of anything. But the most disappointing I've had was when I had the pair of the Pharabletharis coolii, the two. I don't think there is a common name for them. It's the two really rare praying mantids. They were rare at the time, and I spent so long sort of growing them up. And then when I started my new job, I didn't have as much time as what I'd wanted for them. So sort of nothing went wrong, but I didn't have the time to feed the male less and then make sure that they mature at the same time. So I had a female that matured way early and a male that matured way late. Oh no, it's the other way around. Sorry, no, the other way around. The male was super early, and by the time the female matured, male had snuffed it. And it's like, oh, brilliant. Well, that's
I really love those little
no praying mantises.
I really love those little. Is it the sand runners?
Oh yeah, they're epic. They're great, aren't they?
I quite fancy some of them. They're obviously after seeing them on your channel. They're
so film, but the trouble is they're sort of, they're only like that sort of size, even full grown. So it's a bit of a, you got to have some sort of mega macro lens to actually get anything from it. They are stunning though, absolutely stunning.
You did get some really nice footage of, you did the white background and
I made a tiny, really terrible quality little studio. Oh, my studio made out of A4 paper in a cardboard box.
It worked. Now you've talked about your busy life schedule and work and all that malarkey, and you are a food maker. You are a chef.
I am indeed.
By trade. And I thought I would incorporate that into a question because I'm clever like that.
Brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant. It's not really. So using YouTubers,
right?
Who would you wish to serve food to? Who would you have as your commie chef? And who would you literally dice up and serve as a dish?
Right, okay. I'd be happy to serve food to everyone. That'd be great. In fact, I actually think that we should do this at some point. At some point, we should, I don't know how this would work. Oh, God, I'd love to serve food to everyone. That'd be amazing. I'm trying to think commie chef as well. I don't know. Someone that doesn't mind copious amounts of stress.
Sam.
Stop up. Christ, what kind of question is that? That's a bit dark, isn't it?
Yeah, well...
We don't want to chop up and serve. I don't know. God.
Come on, Hannah, you can think of something. I'm just going to call you Hannibal now.
I don't even know how to answer that. It's either I massively insult someone. Because if I put logic in this, it's like, right, who's going to be the most tender? But there's no way this can go well.
Well, not for the poor person you pick. They're getting chopped up.
Yeah, yeah. God, I right. I don't know. I don't know how to answer it. I just don't
Wait,
know. I don't know where to go with.
Right, oh, it's too dark, too dark. Right, all right.
As well. When we're at the BTS a little while ago, I was talking to Daniel Oakley, and he obviously did his videos where he was making food but incorporating bugs into it. And what I wanted to say to him, I wanted to say, oh yeah, we should do the same sort of thing again, like a collaboration video, but we should do some sort of really complicated food. But the way it came across was basically like, oh yeah, we should make food that's just not as terrible as the food that you made, which is not what I was saying. But you know, when you talk to someone, especially when you don't know them that well, I was just like, all of myself. I've been an idiot. It's not what I mean, but
how could he turn down an offer like that? I'm surprised it's not happened already.
Yeah, definitely, it'd be sick.
Well, we're discussing other YouTubers, whether it's dissecting or trying to prepare better food than they're capable of doing. What 3 channels? That's 3. Would you advise mere mortals to go and have a gander at?
Tarantula channels?
Yeah, well, did I specify?
I mean, do you want a bit of Monty Don Gardener's World, or do you want?
I merely asked you to pick 3 channels.
Right, 3 channels. You're gonna be free tarantula channels. Okay. First one that is got to be Francis Lee. Did you meet Francis Lee at the show?
I have indeed, and I very much admire his work.
Oh God, what a machine! He's literally. I tell you what, the only thing I'm disappointed about on his channel is, I mean, one, he doesn't make as many videos as I'd like. Well, I've got to complain about that. The other thing is, when you talk to him in real life, he's one of those people where he's so precise and enthusiastic about everything he says. It's like it's similar to watching a David Attenborough documentary. I could just sit there and listen to it for like hours and hours, and then you get these short videos, which are great. It's like, right, you've got one short video, and I'll do you another one in 4 months.
Yeah, I mean, I have spoken to him, and I know he is like super busy just now. But I was looking through some of his older videos and stuff earlier, and I remember years ago watching one. It was he'd put the Aegigus, the giant African trained millipede, against one of the UK's small. And it is such a simplistic thing. It's basically David versus Goliath. They both almost look identical, but one is like 8 inches, and the other one's like.
I mean, literally, I think he should just do documentaries, just specifically for me.
Right, Francis, it's been requested. So we've got one, Francis Lee.
We got one, right? Ooh. I mean, I'm going to be cheeky, and I'm going to say we've got to watch a bit of the Invertebrarian. I've got. I mean, as well. I think you were one of the first sort of regular channels where I watched every video. There's a lot of channels where I sort of see the odd video here and there, but I watch every single one of your videos, as well as there's a couple of other.
I never quite got round to thanking you for the whole wizard thing either. You.
Oh. that was me. I remember actually, like in my first videos when I had probably like 100 subscribers, you're one of the first people I talked to who was also doing a YouTube video, and it's like, hey, you should watch some of my videos. And I was like, oh man, this guy. Oh, what a guy. But yeah, no, I think in terms of like genuinely in terms of the videos that I watch the most, it's got to be hey. It's got to be your channel, definitely.
That's hugely appreciated. Hugely appreciated.
Yeah, well, it best be. And the third one, God, there's so many.
Yourself. I would highly recommend yourself.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not that vain, but
you're so vain.
I feel like I'm just dragging this out.
I do absolutely love you. I've always spoken very highly of your channel. I do. It's just make more videos, goddamn you! Make more videos.
Yeah, well, I should be changing my job soon, so when that happens, they'll be on. I mean, literally, that spider show the other day, if I couldn't have gone to that, it would have been like, yeah, I'm going, see you later, that's the end of me working. So,
yeah, it was.
I mean, you've got to love, I guess Daniel Oakley is the one, isn't he? He's like encyclopedia, man. It's like just watching an encyclopedia.
He's the one and only. He pops up everything.
You search any tarantula and it's just Daniel Oakley. Yeah, no, he's probably one of the first videos that people I started watching as well, and I still consistently watch every video. So that's got to be there.
That's your 3. You have named them. It's done.
Dragging it up for so long.
Do you like horror movies? If so, what is your favourite?
I love horror movies.
Finally.
The trouble with horror movies is it's like you'll have one diamond and then copious amounts of absolute crap. So I like horror movies if they're actually good, but it is hard to find a good one. I mean, the first Silent Hill, obviously Game Convert, was great, and then I saw the second one and I wanted to kill myself. We watched. What did we watch? Me and my other half watched so many horror movies. It's like unreal. Cara, what's a good horror movie, Cara?
If in doubt, ask.
It's coming.
We're just perusing IMDb and everyone at the moment. What?
Oh, we watched one on Netflix. Yeah, I know what you mean. Sorry, this is.
It's now turning into.
Honestly, I'm not going to name you anymore. I like horror movies, but my brain it just doesn't work. It's like this constantly melting down.
I thought you said The Fly, but I think you're just.
Oh well, I mean that is a good one. You got to love Jeff.
Indeed, I even can tolerate the second one. But in terms of Silent Hill, just to digress back to that, I did love the way they captured the camera angles and stuff. I thought they did a real justice to it.
Oh, mate, every time I watch it, I want to chunder everywhere, but in a good way.
Yeah. So anyway, let's see if I can. This is a good one for you.
Right.
Would you rather fight a horse-sized mantis or 1,000 mantids the size of a horse?
Wait a minute. A horse-sized mantis or 1,000? But you realise that the way you phrase that, you said either a horse-sized mantis, so one mantis the size of a horse. What was the other one?
Or 1,000 mantid-sized horses.
Shape of a horse.
So one giant mantid the size of a horse,
yeah,
or 1,000 horses the size of a mantid.
Oh, Christ. Oh, God. I mean, yeah, the horses. Yeah, eat them up. I'll tell you what, speaking of horses, the reason you fight the horses is because back in the day, you know, there was a little while ago where horse meat went crazy on the news. Everyone was serving horse meat. There was a thing where you get the Aberdeen Angus burger from Burger King. And after a little while, it turned out that was horse meat. And then they changed it to actual Aberdeen Angus. And it was never the same. So I'd eat those horses all day. They're trying to I'd be all about deep frying them and having little horse chips.
A couple of deep fried horses.
Yeah.
All intact, tail and all. Crunchy hooves. 3 bands. Name 3 bands you love to listen to when you're just chilling out or doing your thing. What do you generally jam on?
Okay, so it can be a bit of everything. So Hopsin is probably number 1. You know Hopsin?
It's not one I'm familiar with, but I'm going to nod and be polite.
Hopsin is amazing. Amigo the Devil. Do you know Amigo the Devil? You're not going to know, are you? You don't know.
It's just your weird, obscure taste. That's what the problem is here.
Hopsin, Amigo the Devil, and Periphery. Do you know Periphery?
On to the next question.
I mean, Periphery are great, but it's sort of like it's like music for musicians. It's one of these things where it's technically brilliant. Absolutely love it. But if you're not looking at all the technicalities of the music, you listen to it and you're just like, what is this god-awful mess? And then
it's not like Beethoven's Symphony or anything like that.
Huh?
It's not Beethoven's Symphony or anything. It's
no, I mean, fine. I like it. Beethoven, brilliant. Yeah, great.
Which one?
Don't get me wrong. I love classical music as well. I love like film themes. Hans Zimmer as well is like a machine.
Beethoven's Ninth is actually one of my favourite pieces of music.
Really?
Best, yeah. Absolutely love it. Bestest and worstest part of being a YouTuber.
Oh god, bestest part is it's just. I mean, it's obviously nice to get nice comments, but I've had a couple of these, not a massive amount, but where you'll do something. It's generally like the videos with advice, and then someone will respond saying like, "This advice genuinely helped me out," like to a point that couldn't find any help anywhere else. There's been a couple of videos, especially with the little jumping spiders, the regal jumping spider sling.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've had quite a good response from that, so that's definitely one of the best. Worst things about being a YouTuber. I don't know. I guess people say the bad comments, but I tend to just sort of palm those off. So there's not many downsides. It's only that I find it a bit of an issue that I don't know anyone else in this hobby who lives anywhere near me. So I go on YouTube and it's just like, oh, there's so many great people. Oh, they're all like a 5-hour drive away at least.
Geographically is the worst part of being a YouTuber.
Oh god, it's like being in like the worst geographical friendship you could possibly be in. It's like, oh yeah, I've got all these good friends, never see them.
Yeah, it's all right. At least you guys. I'm in Scotland. How many of us do you think there are?
The Abyss.
Yeah, the Abyss.
Like
That's a good horror film. That's a good film.
Oh, that is a good film.
Right, if you could absorb the abilities of any two animals, what would they be and why?
I could have the ability of the two animals.
Yeah, if you could.
I
Just,
mean,
like,
right, number one, cockroach, but it can't be like the roaches we have here. You know, like the sort of feeding roaches. I want the utter filth. You know, the scum that eats the crap from under your fridge. The sort of thing which is absolutely vile, and you want to chunder when you see it because. You just can't get rid of them. Not that I've ever had them, but I've watched Gordon Ramsay all day, all night, left, right, and centre, and it's just like, oh, this filth is unbelievable. so I have the powers of a cockroach. Yeah, number one. Number two. Oh,
the imagery this is creating right now is just you there with this cockroach hood over the top.
I don't know. Maybe a flamingo. That's a good one. I could stand on one leg. I could have a sleep. I could eat lots of algae and turn pink. It's my dream
all day long.
A flamingo.
I don't even know. It's just screaming at people like Gordon Ramsay.
Like, what animals would you choose? Is this? Did you think about this question when you were writing it down? Like,
I certainly didn't expect like a flamingo. I didn't expect a flamingo cockroach, and what that entails, I don't know. So if anyone was to make the movie The Pink Flamingo Cockroach, and they were to play you in this movie, other than yourself, who do you think would be the play the best you?
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson is the Pink Flamingo Cockroach. I love it.
Anyone that's more similar to me than Dwayne the Rock Johnson in personality and stature.
I almost mistakenly thought I was interviewing him for this whole entire thing. These questions were all designed for Dwayne the Rock. I don't even know why I'm speaking to you. If you were to find a penguin in your freezer, what would you do?
If I found a penguin in my freezer, what?
You can see I put a lot of time and effort into this.
Atrocious. Oh God, what would I do? If I found a penguin in my freezer.
If you found a penguin in your freezer?
I'm under the impression that no one else knows that it's there, and I am partial to a bit of hunting and to a bit of self-butchery. So what I'd probably do is take it apart and see what it tastes like. I'd be like, right, penguin fillet, boom, done.
Oh, that sounds good. With a nice bit of plum sauce.
Yeah, yeah. Might be a bit fishy though. I'm just trying to think. Penguin with tarragon sauce, béarnaise maybe.
As long as it's not horseradish, I don't like that very much. We could use your little horses and make a radish.
Oh, yeah.
3 suppliers of whatever by this point in time. It could be could be like koala toes, but 3 suppliers you would recommend people to use if they wanted to buy stuff.
Right, so number one's got to be the Spider Shop. It's got to be the Spider Shop. It's definitely the most reliable. Definitely just all around Spider Shop. Number one. Spider Shop #1. Number 2.
Spider Shop, please feel free to gift us with stuff for this honourable mention of your greatness. Spider Shop, please.
Yeah. Oh god, I got a good scorpion from there the other day. Oh god, it's utter filth.
I suppose we'll probably see a video at some point in time about that, perhaps.
Yeah, I'll probably make one some point, like maybe this time next year.
This is a scorpion I bought last year.
I mean, Exo Factory is a sort of it's a love-hate relationship. But I mean, to the extent, if you're after praying mantises and you want something that you can't get anywhere else, you've got to go to Exo Factory. It's like
you might not get what you ordered, but yeah.
You might order it and then like 3 months later you get a box of something completely different. Well, I mean, if you keep
I do love your videos when you've ordered from them.
It's just like a constant hassle. But the thing is, as well, the thing with Exo Factory, it doesn't tend to be terrible. It just tends to be that they don't label stuff, and so it's one of these things where you just have to like. I mean, I've got Bart, the guy. I'm not sure if he owns it or if he works there, or he's obviously a big part of it. I've got his personal number, so as soon as I order anything from him, I just hassle him like every day. I've seen people where they're like, oh yeah, I got something and it's not very good from Exo Factory. I don't know what to do, and it's like just hassle him every day. Make his life absolute hell, and you'll get some amazing stuff. I mean, I've ordered some stuff from him at the moment, and it's like it is ridiculous. I've never seen it in my life. I've got well, I'm just going to say it. I've got 8 Rhombodira species Red Devil, which is a shield mantis, but it's bright red. Never seen it. Don't know where they've come from. It's just like, oh yeah, here's some other species that no one in the world has got. And
so yeah, some of them.
And number 3, it's a toss-up between Bugs UK or Portsmouth Tarantulas. Both are great. I mean, I'm swayed to say Portsmouth Tarantulas because I got that mystery box the other day, which was just disgracefully good. But, oh yeah, here's a £30 mystery box with about £100 worth of stuff in it.
Yeah, they do generally.
Absolutely ridiculous. And not only that, it was personalised. It had a praying mantis drawer on the front of it. It was great.
Who drawn?
Oh, I mean, the only downside is a bag, not a box. But fine, you know, if I'm gonna have a downside, that's a pretty good one to have.
I mean, how dare they sell you a mystery box? It's not even in our box. Shocking.
Yeah. And Bugs UK is definitely up there, but I think the top 3 are Portsmouth, Spider Shop, and Exo Factory.
Excellent. Right, we have a bit of a true false for you to test your knowledge.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, here we go. And it's again harping back to your catering knowledge. So, pearls or petals, depends how you want to say it. Melt in vinegar, true or false?
Pearls?
Pearls, as in the things you get out of oysters, little white.
Oh, I'm gonna answer your question with a fact and a fact that I don't know that answer. So pearls don't actually ever come in the oysters that you eat. It's a completely different species of oyster. So when you have a restaurant which says if you find a pearl in your oyster, you can keep it, that's like bollocks.
Right, that's it. You've just ruined it for everybody. Well done, Joe.
So to answer your question, yeah, I don't know.
Did they melt in vinegar? Apparently it's true.
Right, okay.
Ketchup was originally sold as a medicine in the 1830s.
Ketchup?
Are
you under the assumption that in the kitchen I work in, I cook with ketchup?
It's a valued ingredient in many a walk of life.
I'm going to answer your question with another question. Well, I mean,
it's a question or a statement.
Fine. I'm not. There's no downside to ketchup, but no idea, Adam.
It was true. In Kentucky, you're going to love this one. It's illegal to carry an ice cream cone in your back pocket.
I'm going to go for false. I'm also I don't know why you're asking me these questions.
Because it's a bit of jovial fun. According to the website I was on, it's apparently true. Peanuts can be used to make dynamite.
Ooh. Well, I know that pistachio nuts have to be transported in separate containers because they can spontaneously combust. So The possibility that peanuts could make dynamite? Yeah, I'm going to say true.
There we go. You've scored a point.
Yes.
This isn't even a question. This is a statement just by... I don't even know where I'm at this point in time. You've met some of the cast of the In-Betweeners, I do believe.
I have. Oh, God, have you been stalking my Facebook?
Of course I have.
Right, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
That's it. I don't even know where to lead that into a question. I've written it down and it's just utterly pointless.
I mean, I did, yeah. There you go, true.
Yeah, true. And finally, you're as compact as corned beef, I believe.
Yeah, no, I'm muscular and compact like corned beef, I believe is the full sentence.
I misquoted.
It's from Garth Marenghi's Dark Place, which is a really low budget, brilliant comedy series, which I highly recommend you watch if you can find it.
Well, you will be pleased to know that we have actually come. There was one more question, but I feel that we don't actually need it. I was going to ask you about your feelings on Brexit, but I thought, considering the tone of this this interview, we might just completely skip.
If you want like a 20-minute rant on the fury that is Brexit, fine. But aside from that, I think it's probably best that we don't.
You've answered the question anyway. So, John, there's not much more I can say other than a huge thank you for taking part in this utter nonsense that is an interview with Shenanigans.
Yeah, it wasn't like, I don't know, all the other ones have seemed like brilliant. I feel like I've just ruined the tone of this.
I think we both have to take some form of responsibility on that, and just right, go.
That sounds good.
And there we go. So on that note, having just attacked a teenager with a sheet of paper, all that's really left for me to say is a huge thank you. I'm pretty sure if you're watching this, you're already subscribed to the Nerd Room because it is a far superior channel to this, and I think it's probably thanks to yourself that people even know who I am. But anyway, John, thank you ever so much. This has been such
much, and it was great meeting.
And actually getting to meet was just awesome. So all that's left for me to say is a goodbye from me and a goodbye from
Toodaloo, ta-ta.
Toodaloo and ta-ta, jolly pip, and right, John, thank you so much. Please do like, share, subscribe, and all that jazz.
In a bit.
Woohoo! Of course, like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that bell icon so you know when there's future videos coming up. I had such a blast filming that. John is the Nerd Room, is such an amazing guy, absolutely awesome, and I just love his work. Just absolutely love his work, and hopefully, as he said in that video, we'll get back to creating content soon, which I cannot wait for. So yeah, thank you ever so much for watching. Do take care, and bye bye.